guys, it's your favorite gentleman and YouTuber Stuffstat, back again with another wholesome video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to juggle with plastic pumpkins. I've selected a beautiful snowy background on this fine November day, and I've selected 3 beautiful pumpkins to be juggling with. This pumpkin, this orange one right here, was featured in a previous video. It's called Random Review. You should go check it out. It's pretty good. I think there'll probably be a link to it somewhere. And also, we've got this brand new black one and this white one. This juggling works for any circular objects, like these plastic orange and plastic apple. Yeah, without any further ado, I'm not a professional juggler, but I know how to juggle, so don't click off because I said that. I will teach you how to juggle. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. The first step to a good juggle is a good controlled throw. So what happens a lot when people are juggling is they'll either throw it forwards and they'll need to come forward and it completely messes up their juggle, or they'll throw it too high. You don't want to do either of those. So the first step is being able to get a good throw with both hands. So you want your throw to be just where you have to raise your eyes to see it. So you don't want it to be too small, even though too small is a lot better than too big. And you don't want it to be obviously too high. So you need to find the right balance, more leaning towards the small side, which is like around here. And you want to be able to get that good with both hands. So what I would do to practice is throw one, throw the other. See, that's a little bit too big, so the other. And that's how you'll get better. You just, if you see something wrong, you'll just keep practicing with that hand until you have a good throw with both hands. And when you have a good throw with both hands, it's time to move on to step 2. Now once you have a good throw with both hands, it's time to get a good throw alternating between hands. So you want to get the good right above eye level, well, like head level throw, and throw it to the other hand. And get it good with both hands, because that's really the basic of it. And you don't want to have to chase with one hand. Like, you don't want one hand to throw stronger than the other hand, or one hand to go higher than the other hand, because that'll throw you off. And you don't want one hand to make you go forward, because that'll throw you off too. What you want is for both hands to be in good control when you're throwing. And once you have that, once you have that, it's time to move on to step 3. The next step of juggling is the 2-ball juggle, or the 2-pumpkin juggle. This is the easier form of most people think 3-ball juggling is a little easier. But this is what you should learn first. So what you do for this is you pick one hand. It really doesn't matter. I'm right hand dominant, but that really doesn't have an effect on whether I choose my right or left hand to start with. I actually kind of like starting with my left hand. So what you're going to do is you're going to throw one up, but you're going to do the alternating pass so it goes to this hand. And right before you catch it, you're going to throw the other one up. And that's just going to continue like that. So you're about to catch it and you throw the other one. And then you do that and you keep practicing. And sometimes that will happen. So what the problem is there is that you're not, so what you should be, you're kind of throwing the second one a little too late. So when this is almost coming down, you're throwing this and it's hitting that. So there's 2 things you can do to fix that. One is to throw to favor one hand a little bit. It's not very good. It's kind of a little easier to do, but you shouldn't. You should try to do the other thing first. So it works, but it's not as good. It doesn't look as good. So you favor one hand by throwing it a little bit higher, and what that does is gets it out of the way for you to throw the other pumpkin. The other way is just to throw it earlier and throw it on the inside. So not right before you catch it, but like when it's at its peak, you throw the other one. So when it's right about to, when one pumpkin is right about to fall down, you throw the other pumpkin. Or ball, I'm saying pumpkin. But that's really the basics of it. It's all practice, really, once you get it. And yeah, practice. And that means it's time to move on to step 4. The fourth and I guess final step of juggling is the 3-ball or pumpkin juggle. It's really very, very similar to the 2-ball juggle. Really the hardest thing is just keeping track of the balls or pumpkins. So what you're going to want to do is hold in one hand, I like my right, the 2 pumpkins, and the other you'll have one, and you'll hold them like this. So one is in front of the other. And if I can do this with these size pumpkins, you can definitely do it with balls. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the front one in your 2-ball hand, and you're going to throw it up. And then at its peak, you're going to throw this one. And then at that peak, you're going to throw this one. So at no point should one hand have 2 balls or pumpkins in it at the same time, because there really should always be one pumpkin in the air. So it'd go like this. And yeah, it kind of alternates which one has 2 every time, and practice that, and you should be able to get it. I got it pretty quickly because it really seems a lot harder than it is, but it looks pretty cool. So if you get it, you have the right to show off. And yeah, that pretty much does it for pumpkin juggling for beginners. So yeah, just practice and show off. Thank you for watching this pretty dark stuff stat episode. Not dark as in like gory, but dark as in not a lot of light. Honestly, I'm very appreciative for you watching, because I'm trying to upload more, because it's actually pretty fun now that I'm doing it, and I like it. So stay tuned, because I'm actually probably going to upload. Press thumbs up, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Peace.